We almost thought we had the
mic,
microphone thing fixed. Yeah, we didn't. You know what you should? This is a perfect example. Mm. How much of our cumulative time did we waste trying to troubleshoot your $10 microphone?
Yeah. Well,
what could we have done instead with our time?
We could have had you bring yours,
or you could have just ordered a damn new one, like a Yeti or something high quality. And then that see how much time costs you things? No one realized, like us thinking around with this fucking $10 piece of shit. All right, that's not what we're here to talk about. Jeff has an interesting question. Hi, Aaron. Can we all agree that it is possible to respect people we dislike? I would agree with that. Or do you disagree?
No, you can't. Yeah.
No, possible to respect people we dislike. Like I dislike the Joker, but I respect the Joker. Yes. I dislike Hitler, but God dang it, you gotta respect him because he could shove Panzer tanks up your ass. Or maybe not him, but Rommel could. I dislike pretty much every Hollywood actor out there, like Philip Seymour Hoffman. He's dead. I dislike him personally, but he's an outstanding, one of the best actors out there. See where I'm going? Yeah. Okay, so it is possible. So I will agree with that premise. My question for you is this: is it possible to like people we don't respect? In my case, my backstabbing leftist family members.
Yeah.
So I don't know what's your opinion. I even took notes because I had to sit and think this one through.
There are actually quite a few people who I don't respect.
Right.
But it doesn't mean I don't like them. You know, they're not necessarily close friends or family members, but I can like somebody even if I absolutely have no respect for their opinions.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
The case I use is children, where I like my nieces.
Sure.
They're not terribly brilliant yet. You know, they are 3 and 6. I don't respect them. I mean, I respect their boundaries. I respect them as individuals, but I'd say, hey, Lucifer, what do you think about quantitative easing 16,000? Hey, Geronimo, what do you think about President Trump's Trump bucks? You know, the little kids, you can't really respect them.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean I don't like them. Another person that we like very much, Mary Jo.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, now, I respect her in some regards, completely do not respect her on her standard, typical female naivete about economics, history, and finance. Like she just, it's kind of like, sweetheart, you're 32. This, I'm here to help the little people bullshit. That does not fly anymore, okay? You really ought to look. I mean, if you're going to be a steward of the economy and the government, you're going to be a good citizen, you should learn some basic stuff. But I like her because she's a likable person. She's a good, well-intended person.
What's she doing hanging around with this crew?
She absolutely loves this. Yeah. Because here's another thing. She likes masculine men. It's so funny. It's like, then why are you... She's dated like SWAT and real masculine dudes, all Republicans. Maybe not big R, but they're not voting Democrat or socialist. Mm-hmm. And it's like, boy, you sure like Republican cock, don't you? I guess you go vote D all you want, or maybe the D of the other. Okay, we're being too rude. So like with people who little kids, like they're not chartered with responsibility. Mm-hmm. Or I may like them and they could be adults and I don't respect them. I just don't give them any responsibility. Like, oh, this is a very nice person, but I don't expect that person to have any agency, responsibility. I'm not going to give them any authority, if that makes any sense. Mm-hmm. So it's possible to like someone personally.
There were college professors I didn't respect anything they were teaching me, but they were really nice.
Yeah, they're nice. I mean, and the question, I guess, is, would you rather be liked or respected?
Good question, man.
Because I know which one I'd like.
You'd rather be respected.
You're damn right. You damn right, because I don't give a shit if you like me.
That's tough.
I'm still that nice guy.
No, yeah, but I would very much rather be respected, at least professionally, than liked. I think I'd rather be respected more often.
Yeah, no, I'd rather be respected. And I don't know, I've never feared about being liked or not. It's like, but respected, it's not like, you better respect me when I haven't done anything either.
Yeah.
But in terms of like, what did I do? What have I accomplished? my expertise and authority in my specialty. Like I always got a kick out of like
my clients and everything. I would so much rather be respected than like there are some clients who absolutely despise me, but they stick with me because they like what I like the work I
delivered. Yeah. What was the? You ever watch the old 12 O'Clock High?
Long time.
Not the movie, the TV show that was made after the movie.
I don't think so.
Oh, it's a great. It's like, well, okay. They started turning some romance episodes, which are kind of a pain in the ass, but it's based on the movie with Gregory Peck, and the whole movie is a game of it's a game of numbers, it's a game of economics. It's like, oh, you don't want to fight, too effing bad, because if you don't stay in group and information, we're all gonna die, and I don't. And so the TV show is a lot like that, and the main character is called General Savage, and they got this Cro-Magnon looking motherfucker to play the general. And he's just a mean looking bastard. And he plays a mean guy. You know how many people like General Savage?
Zero.
None. You know how many people respect him? You know why?
Damn good.
Saves their fucking ass.
Yeah.
Keeps the deaths low. Hits the fucking targets. Everyone wants to be touchy-feely and nice and liked at a popularity contest until it fucking matters. Then you need the guy. Then you need, what was it? Team America World Police.
Yeah.
Then you need the dick.
Yeah.
And that's what it boils down to. It's almost like being liked is bullshit.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just like and since everyone feeds off of lies, it's like, okay, how good are you at telling lies and making people feel good? Well, that's bullshit. That's sophistry. That's propaganda. But respect, you got to earn that. Like, you got to do some amazing fucking shit. You actually have to prove yourself. And so, yeah, I can like people. I'm trying to think of other people.
Ones you like but don't respect?
Ones I like but don't respect. Yeah, there's like the little children. I'd say Kevin. I like him.
Kevin
McComer. And even you know what? And even then, I can't say that because he does pay, so I respect him for that. I think I disagree with that. I'm trying to think of someone else who I like but I don't respect.
Okay, there are some female friends of mine who I like very much. I don't know if I respect them all that much.
No, and you know what? And there's a lot of that there, and this is where it gets in.
And guy friends too.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm trying to think somebody we would all know. You know who I don't like and I don't respect?
Who?
Atham. How can you? I mean, they either.
I am in the Pearson.
There are people who are friendly, they're well-intended, but it's the naivete. And it's like, okay, you're very well, like there's, socialists, I guess, would fall into this category where they're honest ones. They're not socialists because that rat bastard has more than me and I'm entitled. It's I have here's a perfect example. Well, no, I kind of respect him in another way. Okay, assume I didn't respect my dad in other ways. Let's just take the religious viewpoint.
Yeah.
I like religious people because they usually have a higher moral ethical code, legitimate ones. But I don't respect them because it's like, oh, that's so cute. You believe in that little story. Oh, do you believe in Santa Claus too? And at any point in time, religious people can show me the empirical evidence, the scientific method that their guy or their God is right, but they never do. And so after enough time and bullshit, it's like, oh, you tell yourself to make you feel better because you're afraid of an afterlife or there might not be one. So you get this little pat on the head. Oh, okay, Grandma Tilly, you shouldn't smoke cigars. That's bad for you. I love her. Thank you, Grandma Tilly. Pat on the head, don't respect. Like, shut up, lady. I'll smoke my damn cigars if I want.
Yeah.
Where I don't respect people, and then it does affect whether I like them, is when I don't respect them for things that are hypocritical. Like Lucifer and Geronimo, they're little girls. It's understandable. They want coffee or candy and cake all the time and like that. When I have a 42-year-old spinster bitch telling me that it's my fault in patriarchy, that her childhood education degree didn't land her the 6-figure income and all that, I not only have no respect for her, but because it's hypocritical, because she's believing a lie and political propaganda, specifically that it hurts me and blames it's wrong, then I don't like that person either, because the reason I disrespect them is because they are trying to gain something for nothing. It hurts me, it hurts society, it's not based in reality. And so I don't like that person.
It's very easy to not like or respect somebody, I think.
Yeah, it's hard. I'd say it's harder to like someone if you don't respect them, especially if they're an adult.
Yeah.
Especially if they're an adult. And especially I'd say if they're a man. Like if you're a guy and like you don't respect the guy, it's hard to like them. But girls, I mean, it's just kind of like, I just think that we should have everything be free. Pat on the head. That's nice, Mary Jo. Okay, why don't you look cute and do whatever you do? You know, it's a nice, sweet girl. She's, they're motherly. They're women. They want to take care of things. But if a guy comes up to me, which I guess is being sexist, and he's, I just think that we should just make everything free. It's like, listen, Vosh, come here. Grow a fucking penis, stop being a fucking parasite, and start supporting yourself.
Well, see, that leads to perhaps a question. Are there any male adults that you like but don't respect? Is that even possible for you?
That's a good question.
Because with women, it might be a little bit easier, but
because I admit women and men are different. And so I'm any men.
Can you be friends with somebody you don't respect, I guess, is the question. Don't include relatives, obviously.
No, I'm trying to think of like good.
It might not be possible.
It may not be possible. Yeah. And it's kind of like what you like in general, like there's things you don't respect them for. But then there's another, like my buddy Khan, I completely don't respect his lack of professionalism. Like, Khan, get off your ass. You're an artist. You're this brilliant artist. Go online. You can't get that genius to go online because he's Khan and he's going to do his thing, you know? But I respect him for his brilliant intelligence, his interesting philosophy, his ability to hike. So I'm trying to think of a guy that I have no respect for and that I don't think it exists.
I was gonna say it's probably not possible.
I don't think it's possible. Even Kevin, even Ray John have redeeming qualities that you have to respect. Well, that's putting their money where the mouth is. That's respectable. So you can even like them a little bit there. But a Marxist left, like this guy called Vaush, is just this. He's like a shorter version of. Who is the mental case? He's gone now. Big guy, 7 feet tall, big beard, fat. Amazing atheist.
Oh, yeah.
Amazing atheist. Like that guy, I can't have any respect for.
I've talked to you guys about this, you and Athen. What if I have like a long-term, almost childhood friend, because we go back so far, I'm going to like him, but I have zero respect for his philosophies on life. He's a male feminist and all that.
Right. But does he have any other redeeming qualities? Like, does he actually go and help with the poor? Does he actually donate extra money on top of his taxes?
Total virtues.
Okay, yeah, then, yeah, you can't see, and he's changed over time. No one's static.
Yeah.
Like today, I know you all think I'm a pretty awesome guy. But 10 years from now, I'm even going to be a more awesome motherfucker after that. So, I mean, people will change, and sometimes for the worse.
Like I say, I still like him because when we get together and when he's not going off about some stupid political thing, we're cool. We'll watch the sports ball. So I can say I like him. Can't say I respect him.
No, it's not. And respect, when the shit hits the fan or something's important, respect is all that matters. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not. Oh, I like him because he's funny. It's like, yeah, well, your jokes don't work in an emergency crisis. We need a guy like. Who you mocked and ridiculed for having guns because he's got the guns. I'm really trying to think of a guy that I have no respect for that I like, and I don't think it exists.
I have a number of grad school classmates that live here that I like being around them. I enjoy it as drinking buddies, but I don't respect all of them. They're kind of, some I just don't respect.
Yeah. I mean, you don't have to. You're compelled to respect people or like people.
Yeah.
But to answer the client's questions, in certain circumstances, based on certain people and certain types of people, children, women, men, it's possible for all four in that quadrant: respect, like, not like, disrespect, whatever. And of course, Atham, nobody likes him and nobody respects him. So I don't know. But in general, yeah, it's really hard to like someone if you don't respect them. And especially for me personally, when it's socialist politics, not only because it's we want your money, and they're such hypocrites on top of, like you were saying, when they do estimated taxes and they're shocked that they have to pay taxes, and they're the ones who like, oh my God, this is highway robbery, when they're the ones that voted for it.
I don't like or respect.
Well, right, but what the real reason I don't respect socialists, because it's so fucking basic bitch. Yeah. It's like you believed everything you were told. I don't know if you remember the Family Guy episode where, for whatever reason, Quagmire and Brian hate each other.
Ah, that was on recently.
Okay, why do they hate each other?
Quagmire does not respect anything about Brian, and he lists like all the reasons in this amazing rant.
He goes to that rant, and the final thing is, you know the real reason, Brian? You're such a bore.
Yeah.
And that's socialist. It's like, you're so boring.
Yeah.
Forget the fact you're parasites. Forget the fact you're ignorant. Forget the fact you have no critical thinking. Forget the fact you don't know history. Forget the fact you're fucking cowards and you just want to say things that sound nice instead of say, stop having fucking kids you can't afford and stop spending more than you make. Yeah. It's not that. It's, God, you did exactly what everyone told you to do. Yeah. You just thought the way to be popular and liked. And you're just not an intellectual. Give me a Black Panther, give me a fucking fascist, give me something unique, give me something different. Just don't say, oh, I care about the people, I'm a socialist. It's like, okay, well then you're not intelligent, you're boring as fuck. I can't respect you because, you know, this fucking crumpled up receipt has more intelligence than I care about the people.
I can tell you who I respect the least in all areas of life. Virtue signalers.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I have basically no virtue signalers in my life who actually go do something instead of.
Yeah, and that's where it's hypocritical.
Yeah.
That's like, you know, if you're hypocritical because I want to lose weight, but then you have yourself, I don't know, a Dunkin' Donut maybe? I don't know. I'm saying. It's like, okay, I can forgive you on that.
I haven't had one tonight.
Well, no, maybe you're two. But then when it's about policy, particularly backed by my wallet, and they just go off and I care, like Meg Whitmer. What a fucking see you next Tuesday. I looked into her background. Fuck that bitch. That is the most privileged, prissy little white bitch in all of U.S. history. She came from fucking money. Her dad, I think, was also in politics or well-to-do. This bitch hasn't worked out. I thought Ocasio-Cortez was bad. At least Ocasio-Cortez didn't come from super wealth, and she did work as a bartender for 6 bleeping months. Okay? But this Meg Whitmer chick, holy shit, there's someone that's like, I have no respect.
I'm just glad she's not from here, you know?
There's no mayor to deal with.
I can't believe he's better than her, which I thought I'd never say.
Your mayor? I thought your mayor was a gal.
Or I'm sorry, I was getting the governor. Yeah.
No, Whitmer is just, that is an empty head. That is just, you got, how worthless are you? What are you going to tell me? What great conversation is that thing? I wouldn't even credit her with being a human capable of having, where you come from dad's money. You've never worked a day in your fucking life. You've had everything shoved up your ass with platinum. You go major. I think she has some dumb international degree. Yeah, of course, lawyer. Didn't even fucking work. Goes right to fucking politics. And how can you? Hey, I want more of other people's money. It's like, oh wow, really, lady?
How original.
Like the epitome of an NPC.
Yeah.
And she looks like a bitchy face woman. Is she even married? Not that ultimately matters, but I'm just wondering, did anyone actually know?
I never even cared to look.
Wow. All right. Well, I hope we answered the question. Let's get to the super chats. Oh, that's not the, here, plug this in. See if that works. Actually, wait a minute, don't, because it's been such a sensitive.
Yeah.
Let's just scroll up. Damn, look at all the super chats. I guess we could afford another donut.
Use that right there.
What are you, my mom?
No, this doesn't.
I just did it.
Okay. He's sleeping outside tonight.
Oh, I thought you broke up with Cuddle Wookums. Oh, okay, Robert Flores. Oh. For $5, regarding those cops that knocked down that girl in a stormtrooper costume, be aware if you call cops, there's a fair chance you'll be shot by them. Yeah, I have a feeling most cops I'm friendly with, but I'm not familiar with it either. I'm just saying, with everyone being on heightened alert, I'm wondering if cops are also on heightened alert. Hey, look who's in the house, Nick Schulander, for $2.
He's awake.
Nick, you back at home? Did you move home, or are you still over in school? I guess they must have closed down his campus.
Yeah.
So he's got to be back home. DJ Aftershock. Blue states equals New England Quaker diaspora. Diaspora. Wyoming, Utah, Prairie States, North Midwest. Red states equals Virginia diaspora, except the North Prairie States. I don't know what any of that means. Okay. Thanks for the $5 anyway. They'll go to the Chad and Aaron Donut Fund. Look at this guy. Look at this. Look at that Hanyaker. That guy, you know what? He probably pierces his nipples. That's what he probably does. That's what he probably does.
One time I asked him why, and he goes, well, why not?
Okay, then why not your dick? I mean, what?
Well, we don't.
But you know what? We're libertarian. Well, I'm a libertarian. If Atham wants to pierce his nipples,
he's not hurting anybody.
Anybody?
All right.
Yeah, Jesus.
Girl for me.
Dude, bro, duet time. Sing "Girl for Me." No, we don't sing. Not for $2. Come on, that's well, yeah, you paid enough. We probably would. Starscream 1540, $10. Question: I have 3 job choices trying to balance between commuting time and pay. It never works the way that the best paying job is the one closest to you. I've never had that. It's like bad luck.
They're all downtown. Maybe that's gonna.
Well, maybe that's why I don't get the questions, because the solution is obvious. They don't need me.
Yeah.
Pay first is $17 an hour, 10 minutes from home one way. Second is $20 an hour, but 20 minutes away. Third is 25, but 45 minutes away. That's a significant pay.
Well, he can't answer this, but if it's public transportation versus driving, that would influence my situation at least a little.
Yeah, I mean, if you could just take the bus and it's got internet,
you can read
a ton of read, but everybody has at least an hour of daily chores they got to do.
Yeah.
A lot of it's on the internet, and if you do that right, you could make your commute not only like once you hop off that bus, you're done with whatever your internet shit is, and you go right to playing.
It would also depend on what the actual different jobs are, but we don't know.
This is the difference between $34,000 a year and $50,000 a year. So, can you move? Can you just move to the higher paying job? That's what I would do. We need more information, but if you could take public transportation,
I'm going to guess the highest paying one is like right in the middle of downtown, whatever city he's in. He's probably in the outskirts.
Yeah. You are right. It probably is that.
So take the train, you know.
Well, if he has a train, he may be in Houston. They don't have a train.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need more information. Here's what I would, if he's going to school and this is not his main gig, like this is not, dude, just do the $17 an hour one. Make your money, live on the cheap, get your work done, because that's going to save you an hour a day, and that's a lot. If he needs the money and can move closer, or if it's on the train, I do the $25 an hour. Yeah. And same thing with the $20 an hour if you get closer. But that's a serious pay bump.
So you lose 20 minutes per day commuting, but you gain $3 per hour, the first and the second.
Right. And I like to think that my audience is at the level where that's not cheap pay either. That's not entry level either. That's a real wage.
Need more details.
Yeah, more details. But if he is going to college, then I'd not worry about it. Miguel Casillas for $5. He's a male feminist and selfies at the food shelter during Thanksgiving. What's not to like or respect? Also, don't add to the team. I am the team.
He said something. So I know people who do this, anytime they're doing something, you know how I said there's virtue signalers who don't do a lot.
Right.
It's just as bad, I think, as when you do something, you publicize it all over social media.
Yeah. You know who's really cool about that? Yeah, they had to find out about him, and then they published it. Keanu Reeves.
He is known as
shit ton.
Everybody loves him because he's the nicest dude.
Well, if he donated, I don't know, millions to some children's hospital. He didn't tell anyone. No. And he's been doing it for years, and it's like, yeah, that's the way you do it. The Tempest. For $5 Australian, the people I want to hang with is ever shrinking because I've lost respect for them. That will happen due to their ideology, their shrew of a girlfriend, or living for sports.
Happened the exact same thing with me. Yeah. Same shit.
Yeah. When you start dating color Wilkins, no one wanted to hang out with you?
No, just in general. Like the more people from my past have just, their brains have been rotted because they're with partners who are broken people, or I don't know.
I thought people would not only mature as they got older, some of which has happened, not politically, but I thought as they would approach death, they would, and as their kids got out of the home or they didn't have them and money came in, to be like, okay, let's conquer life now. Dude, you know what they want to do? They want to watch the television. They want to I got the funniest look. I'm like, hey, a buddy of mine, gets a motorcycle. Hey, you want to go for a motorcycle ride? It's like, yeah, cool. Where do you want to go? Well, I don't know, Denver, go to New Mexico. What do you want? Oh, I was thinking Bloomington. I'm like, never mind.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, we can go to Bloomington, sure. Do you want to go now? We can be back for lunch.
At least go to another state.
DJ Aftershock for $2. Also, Crusaders and Crusaderism is boring. Yeah. I did a video long before social justice warriors was a term. Gosh, this was 15 years ago. And if you look it up, it's called Crusaderism. Yeah. Actually, everybody, if you're looking for something to tune into tonight, look up Crusaderism. Aaron Clary. I think someone consolidated it all into one. And it was basically identifying SJWs before they were SJWs. And I break down what drives them psychologically, what their incentives are. And there's a gal called Jessica Assaf, A-S-S-A-F. And she was in high school at the time. And she lobbied the California state government to ban chemicals from makeup because she was from Marin County and she was daddy's little princess. And she was like a prelude to Down syndrome girl.
Oh,
Greta
Thurman, whatever her name is.
But instead of her cause du jour being global warming, Jessica Assaf's cause du jour was getting chemicals out of makeup.
And that's San Francisco, right?
That's San Francisco. Marin County is the rich part of San Francisco area. And I looked her up, and this is like 15 years later. You know what she's doing now?
Probably collecting welfare.
No, she's from Marin County. Her parents are super rich. She has a website called the Marijuana Feminist. So she's for marijuana rights, for feminism, which I don't know how those two overlap. It's kind of like, well,
she's not needed in the San Francisco area if those are her two.
Well, I don't know if she's in San Francisco, but my whole point is, did she go get a degree in accounting? No. Did she go get a real job? Mm-hmm. No, she's going to lobby and crusade for marijuana smoking rights, but feminist. That's like.
But only for feminists. Is that
I don't know. She doesn't know what it's for. Like, she just wanted to be it's like sprinkles, I guess. Like, hey, you got a chocolate sundae with whipped cream and a cherry. Let's add some sprinkles of feminism. It makes everything better, I guess. I guess this is what they call intersectionality. I hate that. But I don't know what being a feminist has to do with promoting marijuana. I am for the legalization of marijuana.
It's already legal here.
Legal everywhere. That's my position. But I have no idea what the political ideology of feminism has to do with that. But you can ask her. If her site's still up. SF. So yeah, everyone check that out. There's a big one up there. Geez, someone's being very generous tonight. Lots of donuts for us, man. Lots of donuts.
Wow.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
that was the $21 one way down here. Oops. You have to know how to scroll. If you want to be a professional asshole, scrolling is a very key. If you go to the Carlson School of Management and major in asshole studies, there's an entire class on scrolling. Classic. This is a new guy. Classic Bassman. I've never heard of him before. But thank you very much, Classic, for $20. That's very charitable. Do you think it's possible for someone to have a high IQ but still be a socialist at the time? Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Barack Obama,
Yeah.
very intelligent man. He's a socialist.
I have some friends / clients, whatever, that they work for Google. Now they're complete socialists, but they're very smart.
No, it's how can I put it? It's garbage in, garbage out. Like you can be an amazing chef, but if you get rotten ingredients, you're going to have a rotten souffle or whatever.
Yeah.
And no, you're right. There's a lot of very high intelligent people. A lot of it has to do with highly intelligent people go to college, and a lot of them major in engineering. But all the indoctrination you get, and that's something I've always been fascinated about. Is I thought being brought up in the church, I thought people could smell bullshit when it was presented to them. No, they can't. Even if you're really intelligent, you will. Oh, socialism? Okay. Because that professor over there who never worked a day in his life said so. All right. Well, he's a doctor. He's a professor. He must know. And I was like, do any of you think independent? And no, I know a lot of really highly intelligent people that are socialists.
I do too.
But they're also ignorant on top of it. They have the wrong data. What they also lack is intellectual honesty.
Yeah.
Because, and again, it's the Gretchen Whitmer basic bitch. Oh, I care about the peoples, and they're also cowards. Look, how can I put it? If you really want to help out disadvantaged people within this society or any society, whether you're a racial group that is disadvantaged, you're just plain poor, you're female, what is going to help them the most?
I can think of any
number of things.
Well, what helps everybody the most?
Just having intelligence and a work ethic.
Right, but if I'm going to give you advice, what do you want above all else so that the advice works?
Well, you have to get paid. Like I pay you for that.
Right, but when I give you advice, what trait should that advice have to guarantee it will work in the real world?
You gotta just tell me. Oh, so you're not non-lies. Okay.
You're sitting over there on that couch, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and then you're like, oh, I want to go to Miami. And I said, well, Chad, you can leave for a week, bring your laptop, and tell people that you're gone for a week, but you'll be checking your email. And then you're like, oh, but no. And then what did I say? Who had the problem?
Me.
You have the problem. It's not your clients. It's not you. Whatever reason, you can't go away. Okay, fine. A month is too much. That's why I recommended a week.
Yeah.
You have the problem. Now, will that help you solve your problem?
Give me food for
Thought.
What if I said, Chad, there's nothing wrong, and the day will come someday that you'll just have 3 months magically off?
Well, that would be bad advice.
Because it is
Bullshit.
false.
Yes.
Right.
You can curse on this, right?
Right. Yeah,
I don't
of course.
I got yelled at once.
So it takes courage. And I hate to use the word bravery because that's such a botched word now. It takes some balls to go up to whoever's poor, be you black. For example, give you a perfect example. What's the best bit of advice you could give Native Americans right now?
Stop drinking.
Stop drinking.
Yeah, or gambling.
Now, no, they make money on gambling. Well, I don't know. Maybe there is a gambling problem, but the number one problem that you'll find is alcoholism.
Yeah.
Do I say that because I hate Indians?
No.
I say it because I don't want you to fail anymore. I want you
Very
to
good advice.
But your average high IQ socialist is such a coward, they don't dare be politically incorrect.
That is true.
Number one thing that would solve poverty in the black community?
Somebody kind of telling them what they need to do.
What is the number one bit of advice, of which I'd give the advice to any other group of people?
Do not have children you cannot afford.
And do I live by that?
Yes.
How?
I mean, should I say it?
Yeah, they all know.
That you have.
I have a vasectomy. here, you drink this magical elixir, but I have my own magic. It's like, no, here's the magical elixir that I had that kept me from having kids I couldn't afford. You do the fucking same.
Pretty fail safe at that point.
Why do I tell? I only tell black males because, well, one, women don't listen to this show. Why do I tell black men not to have more kids than they can afford? Of which I would tell anybody else.
Well, because that's how you can not end up poor.
That's how you end up not poor.
Yeah.
Why do I tell women to major in STEM? Because I want to destroy their dreams and hurt their feelings?
So they have a real chance.
So they can actually close the fucking gap. So when I see super high intelligent people, not only are they brainwashed, which I don't understand with having that high IQ, but they're also cowards because they can't divert from the narrative.
Yeah.
They have to be like, oh, we just need, it's discrimination. That's why women have a wage. It's like, no, you work less hours, you major in stupid shit. Now, whose ever pill you want to take there, what's going to work and what's just going to result in the same fucking shit?
Yeah.
So that's why I know a socialist who always brags about having a high IQ personally sounds like an oxymoron to me. It's certainly possible he has a high IQ, but if he's not brave, is not intellectually honest enough to speak the truth, and is not researched or empirical about the history of economics and all that, then, you know.
Smart, really smart at one thing and stupid about another
I
thing.
mean, Marx, I'm sure, had a very high IQ. You know, it's unfortunate it went to all the, why should I get free? Why should other people pay for my shit? That's basically where all of his brain power went.
You ever seen American Psycho?
No.
It's funny.
We caught up. I think we're caught up. He's been very proud. Oh. Our fourth string quarterback. Man, Miguel's throwing in the cash, making us dance, shake our little tushies on the catwalk, on the catwalk, on the catwalk. Yeah,
It just flies by on me.
yeah, no, it eats up time. People think I just, well, what do you do? Oh, it's like, this is, God darn it. Finally caught up. Miguel, the patriarchy is keeping the MJ down, man.
MJ?
Mary Jo? Mary Jane. Marijuana. That's what
Yeah. Feminist. Marijuana. UBI. They have UBI really now.
We've had it since the Great Society. It's just spread across a bunch of different programs. Miguel or Angel Casillas for $2. You want the truth? You can't handle the truth. No one can.
That was on a few nights ago and I watched it. So
Here we go. Ray Judd, douchebags. All right, there you go, Ray Judd.
$2 Canadian. That's $1. And get a donut.
Can I get a donut? I can't get a donut for $2. All right, let's leave. I think that's fitting. We'll leave it off with Ray John calling us a douchebag. I think that's good. All right, take us out correctly.
$2.